What?
There's the beach there. So that is how
Mount
clouds,
Washington looked like.
clouds hit mountain, and then we have rain. Science. No, I'm started,
Brilliant.
brilliant. So
No, you're not so brilliant.
I'm brilliant. No, I'm not brilliant. But I got smarter thrice, so I should be brilliant now.
No.
No.
Not
How
at
many times I need to be smart?
You need to watch the Madagascar, all three. Then only you'll become brilliant.
So I need to get the characteristics of that skipper, penguin.
No.
No,
King Julian.
King Julian. Oh, I'm like that. Yeah. I like to move it. You like to move it?
You already have the post?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you are half brilliant then.
Okay,
Clouds.
okay, down there we can see what it's
Already took one.
Camera stands. Tripod. Whatever you can call it. 3 more miles to go.
Now that you've had the opportunity to experience the world above treeline firsthand, prepare yourself for a whole new series of scenic vistas on the way down. Before we continue our story, let us briefly emphasize these important driving tips. For the trip down, the two most important facts to remember are these. First, use low gear the whole way down. This will allow the transmission and engine to act as a brake and help maintain a slow speed. Above the AMC base camp is Tuckerman Ravine, famed for the challenging spring skiing, but skiing in this ravine is not for the faint of heart or casual skier. The head wall and gullies can be more extreme than anyone expects. Other married wanderers may include the long haul hikers who are traversing the Appalachian Trail. This famous footpath stretches more than 2,100 miles from Georgia through to Maine and crosses the auto road on its way. Even for these folks, reaching the top of New England is a milestone in their journey. The Native American populations of the area, the Abenaki tribe, among others, considered Ojibwe, as they referred to Mount Washington, a sacred place where the Great Spirit lived. So rumor has it that they never climbed the mountain. This entire region was home to great numbers of Native Americans prior to the arrival of European ships and people. But times have begun to change and sparsely populated coastal communities of colonists continued to move in. One of these early settlers was named Darby Field. After seeing the shining summit from a ship off the coast of Maine, he set out in search of his fortune, enlisting 2 Native American guides to accompany him into the wilds of this unknown land. Darby set out in a birch bark canoe near Exeter, New Hampshire, paddled up the coastline into the Saco River and up to what is now Glen, New Hampshire. And after obtaining permission from the local tribe elders, Darby Field and his 2 companions set out on what would become the first ever ascent of this formidable mountain. Whether it was riches, glory, adventure, or a combination of all 3 he sought, Darby and his guides achieved their quest and their place in history more than 350 years ago. After the wake-up call, the mountain rolled over and went back to sleep for about another 150 years. And it was the Crawford family, Abel and then Ethan after him, who finally began housing and then guiding guests around Mount Washington in the 1790s. As the story goes, it is believed that the first visitors who arrived at Crawford's Inn with their express purpose of climbing Mount Washington did so in 1818. Ethan's later journal entry reflects the typical Yankee flair for understatement of this massive effort. He only wrote,
My father and I made a footpath from the notch up through the woods. And it was advertised in the newspapers, and we soon began to have a few visitors.
Maybe we have to.
And nearly
should have
2
stopped there
centuries
and walked
later,
down here.
they've never stopped coming. If for nothing else, the Crawford family's legacy is assured by the fact that they cut the first hiking trail up the mountain in 1819, which is still in use today and is the oldest hiking trail in America. Beyond that, the Crawfords cut the first bridle path, which incidentally later became the principal route of the Colored Railroad.